Alright, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 80 So today, guys, I want to talk to you guys about Real Madrid versus Barcelona, the Supercopa de España final. Guys, this is a very, very interesting game. There's a lot to break down in this video, guys. A lot to break down. I want to talk about both teams before I give my prediction and my preview. Let's start with Real Madrid. Real Madrid fans, what do you guys think of this season? Because Real Madrid have been great this season. There is no denying that. Real Madrid is in the Supercopa de España final. They're in the Copa del Rey quarterfinals. They're second in La Liga. They're in the Champions League round of 16. They have been the best performing Spanish club this season in all competitions. There's no denying that. However, I've noticed their performances have been very, very off recently. And I'm looking at the performances in particular before the World Cup. Because before the World Cup, they lost to Rayo Vallecano. Then I think they tied to Girona at home, I think. And then this year, they lost to Villarreal. Okay? Now, of course, they have had some good games. And I think the problem with Real Madrid is just, I think their defense is just looking really, really sketchy at the moment. Ferland had a disaster class against Villarreal. He was absolutely terrible in that game. And I think with concerns to Militao, to Alaba, Lucas Vasquez, to Chemi, there's a lot of defensive issues. And so we're going to see Real Madrid line up with Ferland at the left back position, of course. Center backs is going to probably Nacho and probably Rudiger. And right back, you would probably expect Carvajal. Okay? And I think another problem with Madrid is that their attack hasn't looked that great. Vinicius Jr. this season has been off this season. He hasn't been that good this season. He's been okay, but not as good as last season. Benzema as well has had a decline. Real Madrid just don't look as strong as they generally were at the beginning of the season. I think Real Madrid early in the season were so much stronger. Okay? Now, that's not to say that Real Madrid have been bad. Of course, they have still been good. But this doesn't feel like Real Madrid is invincible. There are some vulnerabilities, and I think their defense is probably their biggest vulnerability at the moment because of how open they are. And Courtois himself this season is not having a great season. He's not kept any clean sheets as well. That's also another huge concern leading up to this final. Now, for Barcelona, there's a lot to be said here. I think the big concern with Barcelona this season in particular is how will Xavi approach this game? Because that's one of my concerns with Xavi is that I think Barcelona itself is a very good team, but I think Xavi just tries to complicate things further by having the likes of Ferran Torres come on the pitch, who for me shouldn't even be starting for Barcelona. Roberto should never be a starter. And then obviously Alonso is just terrible in itself. Busquets as well. Like, I think the problem with Xavi is that there's so many good players that he just cannot make those big decisions. He just doesn't have the authority nor like the power or like the confidence to make those big decisions without being criticized, you know. And my problem with Xavi is that always consistently reiterates using the same players. Like, he always continues to bring off De Jong for Busquets. He continues to bring off what is it called? Jordi Alba for Marcos Alonso for experience, you know. These kind of things. And I think Xavi just needs to stop doing this. Just stop trying to be fancy and just let the players, because we saw the substitutions against what is it called? Real Betis, and how it almost costed Barcelona the game. It almost cost Barcelona the game because of how defensive the substitute, because how bad the substitutions were. And we saw how Barca's attack looked so much weaker and worse with the players. And so I think the thing is, I think if there is a chance for Barca to win this El Clasico, it would be now. Because Real Madrid don't look that good. Barcelona don't even look themselves that good. But Barca, you would probably say, are still in the better form compared to Real Madrid. And I think for Barcelona, this is a very winnable game, considering what Real Madrid have really been looking like in the last few months or so, you know. And it's going to be very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and do a quick combined 11. I always love to do combined 11s ahead of these big clashes, and then we're going to get back to the predictions. So let's use the Create Formation website, and I'm going to base it off. We're going to base it off this season, guys, with everyone, with all of the players that are available. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with manager. Manager for me is got to be Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti is definitely the superior manager. Goalkeeper this season, if we're going by this season, it has to be Ter Stegen. I think Ter Stegen, for me, has been the better keeper compared to Courtois. Courtois has been good, of course, he's been good. I just think Ter Stegen's been amazing, though. I think Ter Stegen has been incredible this season, so you have to consider that. Okay, right back for me, it's between Jules Koundé and Carvajal, and honestly, I think Koundé's been more consistent, so I'm gonna put Koundé there at the right back position. Left back for me, honestly, as bad as Ferland has been, I still think he's been better than Jordi Alba, and really can't put Alejandro Baldi in this, so it's gotta be Ferland. Now the center backs is really interesting because Real Madrid have so many injuries, so we're gonna have to let's take those injured players out of consider. Actually, you know what? Let's include the injured players. Just because I want to make this as fair as we can get. So for me, Real Madrid's best center back has been Alaba. I think he's been their best center back. He will likely miss his final, by the way, guys. And then for me, it's been Christensen. I think Christensen's been Barca's best center back this season. CDM, it has to be for me. I'm gonna go with Tuchemi. I don't think Busquets been up to par. So how do you okay, wait, I think I just got it right there. Wait. Bruh, how do you spell it? There we go, that's how you spell it. So I was right. Then Tuchemi. Then for me, Pedri has to be in the midfield, of course. And then the other center mid, it's been really tough, but I'm actually going with Toni Kroos. I think Toni Kroos has been good this season, guys. Yeah, then for me, striker is obviously Lewandowski. I think it has to be Lewandowski. Right winger for me, I'm actually going with Valverde. And I'm going to actually go with Dembele. I'm going to go Dembele on the left. Ousmane Dembele for me on the left. So that is my combined 11. I think that's a pretty solid combined 11, guys. If we're going based on this season. Based on this season, guys. I think it's a good, solid combined 11. All right, now it's time to head back to the prediction, guys. The prediction. So what is my brain telling me for this? It's a difficult game, guys. It's a difficult game. And I'm still haven't fully made my mind of what's going to happen, but I've already kind of got a picture. I think the key for Barca to win this game is Xavi just doesn't make those stupid substitutions. I think that's going to be the key for Barca to win this game, is that if Barca don't make those, if Xavi doesn't make those dumb substitutions, then I think Barca can honestly win this in 90 minutes. Unfortunately, though, I do think Barca will make. Unfortunately, I think Xavi's going to make those substitutions like he always does. That will probably cost us the game. I think what's gonna happen is this, guys. I actually think Barca will take the lead in this game. I think Barca will actually take the lead in this game. I think they're gonna build momentum, and I think they're gonna take an early 1-0 lead. But then I think Real Madrid, and I think the goal scorer is actually gonna be. It's not gonna be Lewandowski, guys. Believe it or not, I don't think Lewandowski is gonna score. I actually, believe it or not, I actually think Ansu Fati might score. Because I actually think, oh, I forgot to do the Barca 11. Let's go ahead and do a quick Barca 11. Actually, I should have done that already. Let's do that real quick. So let me just refresh this. Okay. So, Ter Stegen's gonna be in goal. Bro, where's Ter Stegen? Okay, right back for me, it's got to be Jules Koundé. Jules Koundé will start the right back position. I better not see Roberto start the right back. Center backs, I think Christensen will start. I don't know why Christensen didn't start in the game against Betis. Araujo will start the right center back position, of course. Left back is going to be Jordi Alba, you would imagine. Yeah, I think it's going to be Jordi Alba. CDM is going to obviously be Busquets. Actually, CDM is going to be De Jong. I think De Jong will start this game, actually. Pedri and Gavi. Striker Lewandowski. Right winger Dembele. And I actually think Fati's going to start. I say Fati just because of the fact that he scored against Real Betis in the semifinal. And I feel Xavi is going to make that decision and say, you know what? I think I'm going to get Fati to go. And we've seen that Fati knows how to score against Real Madrid. He scored against them last season in the Supercup. And so I feel like Fati's actually be given the nod to start this game. And I actually think he's going to start. And I hope Xavi starts him in this game. So, yeah. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at the Real Madrid 11 that I expect. This is the Real Madrid 11 that I expect to see, guys. Real Madrid 11 that I expect to see. So we're going to see Courtois obviously start in goal. Oof, I spelled his name wrong. Real Madrid. Bruh. Okay, like debut. There we go, Courtois right there. Right back for me, I think Carvalho's going to start. Then center backs are going to see Nacho. Nacho's going to have to start. Then I think we're going to see Rudiger start. Bruh. Yeah. Left back, I think is going to be for Mendy. The center mid, I think is going to be to Jimmy. He's gonna have to have a great game in that game. Cruz will start, and I have a feeling that, yeah, Modric will start. I think, and I think we're gonna see Valverde be used as the right winger. He's always come up clutch in El Clasico, guys. He's always come up clutch in El Clasico. He's a dangerous player to look out for. Striker obviously Benzema, and left wing will be obviously Vinicius Junior. So those are the players I expect to see. Now let's get back to the game, right? That's 11 that I expect to see from Real Madrid. Now, getting back to this game, guys. I think what's going to happen is I think Barca will take an early lead. I think Barca will take an early lead in this game. And I just have a sneaky feeling. Actually, before I talk about the prediction, let's talk about how both teams will play. Obviously, Real Madrid will play very much a counter-attacking system. I think Real Madrid will be very counter-attacking in this game. Barca will obviously have most of possession. That's just how it always goes in El Clasico. And I think Barca will actually draw first blood. I think Barca will draw first blood. And I actually think it's going to be the goal scorer. I actually think it's going to be Ansu Fati. I think Ansu Fati is going to open the scoring for Barcelona in the El Clasico. Then I think what's going to happen is the second half, Barca can penetrate, and the Real Madrid just have a huge spell of domination in the second half. And I think Real Madrid will get it equalized. And I think Real Madrid will make it 1-1. And I have a feeling it's going to be Valverde for some stinky reason. And then in extra time, I think it's going to be very heated, very feisty, and very crazy. There's a lot of decisions. Real Madrid almost score right at the end. Ter Stegen makes a brilliant save, and I think even Courtois makes a brilliant save. And I have a feeling this game goes to penalties. And part of me believes that Barca will win this on penalties. And I say that because I feel like Barca, with the momentum on their side on penalty shootouts, as we just saw against Real Betis. I know Real Madrid also went to penalties too, but I just have a feeling that Barca is just... I feel like Barca might just have the better penalty takers compared to Madrid. I just feel like Barca might have it, and I feel like Barca will just edge this out, and I think they're going to win on penalties. It's going to be close, it's going to be feisty, and it's going to be insane. So that's my prediction, guys. I'm going to go with the 1-1 draw with Barcelona to win on penalties. It's going to be close, it's going to be insane. So I want you guys to comment down below your predictions in the comment section below, whether you guys agree with me or disagree with me. Also, let me know what your combined 11 is in the comment section below. And also, like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new on here. Comment down below your thoughts in the comment section below. And please, by all means, consider becoming a member of the channel. You get access to members' videos, live streams, all the good stuff. Priority replies as well. All of the good stuff. And, exclusive messages as well. So click that join button and choose which tier you want to be. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And Visca Barca. Visca Barca, guys.